What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the 5-9 Gaming Mobile channel. Today we have a tier list coming at you, and this tier list is going to be something a little bit different. In anticipation of the 7-year anniversary coming out, we decided to go ahead and rank all of the app icons, the little picture on your screen when you load up the game, right before you load up the game. Now, I know with iOS people make it custom now, but this is the default app icon, whatever it may be for that time. And so today I have a guest with me, and we are going to go ahead and rank all of them. My guest with me today, his name is Gale Wright. How you doing, Gale?
Hey, what's up, guys? Since I'm an Android pleb to some of y'all, I have to deal with the default app icons, so I am very excited to get into this because I really do like some of them and I dislike some of them, and that's what we're here to do. Rank them in order and see where we think they should be.
Yep. Quick note that probably by the time you guys are seeing this video, the 7-year anniversary is live, but the app icon changes way in beforehand, so you guys know what that app icon is. Where it's placed, you'll just have to watch and find out. But do you want to go ahead and get into this list?
Yeah, let's get into it. I mean, we can start off with the C rank. So what do we have in C rank right now, Vilify?
Rather than doing a top 14, we decided to just put it in a kind of grouping for you guys. To start off, we only have one in the C tier, and that is the one that is from Blue Goku. I believe this was during right around the 5-year anniversary, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think this was in and around that position. I initially thought it was, alongside the transforming Goku and Vegeta, but if I'm not mistaken, you are right. This is the 5-year anniversary free-to-play unit that's on the poster, or this app icon, I should say. And the reason why I personally didn't like it that much is, well, first and foremost, at the end of the day, when it comes to app icons, there is really very minimum criteria when it comes to it.
Right.
It's, you like the character, do you like the the art and the transformation, and that's about it. And in this case, for me personally, it's a combination of Super Saiyan Blue isn't necessarily one of the best transformations in the series, in all honesty. And then on top of that, it's a very default looking art. Basically, Goku's obviously holding the Dragon Ball. We can't even see it, of course. And that's going to be something we'll talk about in other app icons as well. But we can't even see the Dragon Ball. It looks like he's he's pulling back his right hand. Very basic art. I think this was probably the most basic one of the lot, in all honesty. So I wanted to put it in C for that reason in particular.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that bit that like you said, the criteria is very low. So it's like if a app icon kind of looks like the rest and it's just like, oh, the hair is blue instead of yellow this time for Super Saiyan, it's just not bound. It's not going to bode well for this one. But coming up, the blue is not done on this tier list. So it's like, they have done a better job before. So this one is just kind of like, I don't even know if bad is the right word for it, but it's just compared to all the other ones, it's like, yeah, this one probably isn't the best. So
yep.
That's all we have for the C tier. So you want to go ahead and move on to the B tier?
Yeah, let's get into the B tier. I think we can start us off with, and again, we're not really doing this in order like Vilify said, we've just grouped them all together. And I think we should start off with some of the early ones. I think we should start off with the first ever app icon, because this one was actually a little bit debatable, and this one is actually not gonna just be in B maybe, because in all honesty, I kind of dig this app icon. This one was the first ever app icon. It has no text on it. It's just Goku staring into your face in Super Saiyan 1. I kind of dig it. It's a very different art style as well, in all honesty. And I think just because it's also textless, it's so unique. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was the first ever app icon as well. So, in my opinion, I think it goes into somewhere between A and B, actually, more so than anything else. What do you think, Vilify?
Yeah, I agree with you. If you remember before we started recording, I told you, it's like, this reminds me of, like, this seems like a game that you would see, like, promoted on, like, your Instagram advertisements or something. It's like, is this even an officially licensed game? Because there's, like, no logos or anything. It's just a picture of Goku. But they managed to make it work, and like you said, the fact that, like we mentioned with the criteria, this one is just so different from all the other ones in terms of, like, he's not holding his fist up, he's not holding a Dragon Ball, he's just like looking at you, and there's no text. It's just unique. So I think that it kind of deserves like a special placement in between A and B. We give it a solid B+ because he did properly work cited or something like that. I don't know. Just, what I mean? Like, he just gets a little bit of a bonus for his ability to try something different. We'll go with that.
Yeah, for sure. And then, of course, we obviously have the or old school app icons of the Super Saiyan 1 Goku, as well as the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And while these are also extremely basic, and, you know, in that regards, you know, we could say the same thing about the Super Saiyan Blue, right? We did say the same thing about Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But I think because it's so iconic in the sense that this is the app icon you would see for more or less 90% of the year, pretty much, outside of course, you know, worldwide download celebration or anniversary. I think these deserve to be in B, at least because of that. They're very simple, but they just work.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you see, we're kind of looking at them as we speak, right? And like, it's like the first one is really zoomed in, and the second one is kind of zoomed out. I can't tell if in the second one that's lightning in the back, if that's supposed to be Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I think it is. I think it is. I think it is Super Saiyan 2 Goku, yes. Yeah, so it's like they went from Super Saiyan 1, then they went to Super Saiyan 2, and then it kind of makes you wonder, where's Super Saiyan 3, which we have not gotten. So spoiler alert, that will not be on the list. There is no Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But
worldwide download celebration, maybe? That finally LR Kid Buu and LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, let's go.
There you go. That's the celebration we all want. But yeah, like you said, these ones are kind of different in the sense that you can kind of see the fist in the Super Saiyan 2 Goku one, but you know, this has probably a lot of positive association with the beginning of playing for some percentage of people, like the very early players and stuff like that. You know, if you were around for the very beginning, you probably have fond memories of this icon because it was associated to you playing the game for the first few times. So I think B tier is good because they don't wow you with what they're doing, but they still are very good looking icons.
Yep, exactly. And then, of course, we cannot leave them alone. We also have Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well here from the 4th anniversary. Now, this one as well is basic, but I think the transformation, and because of how hyped the 4th year anniversary was as well, I think it goes hand in hand in a way. Of course, he also is definitely holding a Dragon Ball, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, actually no,
no, you're right.
This is a different art compared to the actual free-to-play art we got, so no. He's not holding a Dragon Ball in this one, funnily enough, but we'll talk about that later on.
He looks very close to the Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku art from the tech one. It looks very similar to the his TUR.
Yes, it does. It does.
You were right. Sorry, he is not holding the Dragon Ball there. But yeah, like we talked about it, right, with the 4-year anniversary. Like we did it. We ranked our anniversary tier list. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch it. We might leave it down below. But the 4-year anniversary, we argued, it's like, is this the second best anniversary in the history of the game? I don't think we put it there, but we talked about it. And this has very good positive association. The LR Super Saiyan 4s were obviously super hype. Not the first time or the last time they'll do it. And you know, this was just a good time to be playing the game. And this icon is synonymous with that.
Yep, for sure. And I really like it as well, and that's the reason why we put it in B. Now we have a little bit of a different one. This one was actually not part of any anniversary or worldwide download celebration or anything of that sort, but it was a significant moment in the Dokkan Battle scene, effectively, and that is the release of version Z. Of course, this was signifying the big change in Dokkan when it came to quality of life stuff, changes to the core game as well, in a way, with the link levels and everything, right? So version Z
Z wasn't link leveling.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, it, even though it wasn't the start of link leveling, that's, you know, just the era of Dokkan where everything started changing quite tremendously, right? No, that obviously I know link leveling wasn't part of version Z, but yeah, I know. I'm just trying to say, like, this is a new era for Dokkan. We're entering a new phase of Dokkan, and it has a base Goku on its front icon from obviously the Dragon Ball Z Saiyan Saga, right? I think this one's also very basic, but it's also very iconic at the same time. A lot of people are so accommodated to, like, you know, a Super Saiyan Goku or a Super Saiyan Blue Goku or Vegito or something or the other, a big transformation gracing the app icon. But this is just a base form Goku from, you know, good times back in the day, you know, Saiyan Saga. I wouldn't necessarily say maybe good times, considering Vegeta literally, you know, broke every bone in Goku's body around this time, but good times nonetheless, right? Yeah, I think this is a cool icon.
All your friends were killed by Nappa, and you know, your son was kidnapped. Yeah, really good times.
Yeah, definitely good times. But yeah, I like this app icon. What do you think, Vilify?
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, this is the most, beside the 7-year anniversary icon, this is the one that global players have been looking at for quite a bit now. So I think they're kind of used to this one, and I don't know if they're going to think it's higher just because they've been looking at it recently, but yeah, you're right. Just with like the pose, at least the pose is unique, but it's not the most exciting app icon in the world. It doesn't really make me, like if you see it updated and it goes to base Goku, you're like, what are they cooking over there? Am I really excited to play the game, or is it just kind of like, whatever?
Exactly, for sure. And now finally, I think in this list, we have the 7th tier Goku and Vegeta. And there's a reason for this, which we'll come on to when we talk about the A rankers. But the 7-year Goku and Vegeta are very basic as well. They're just looking at our faces. And this is where the Dragon Ball comes back, where the Dragon Ball is hidden behind the text. A little bit of a little bit wonky, but it's okay. But it does end up being a little bit of a down or a negative for them, unfortunately, because of a unit that we placed in S rank, or the app icon we placed in the S rank. So I don't know why I said unit. I mean app icon, but yeah,
technically it is a unit.
I like it. It's basic, but it's a solid B. I think that's about all I can say for it. I can't really extend much about this guy. I cannot talk more about this one. This one is so basic.
Yeah, and it's kind of a shame that it's so basic, because I think this is undisputedly like the best celebration in the game's history, and the app icon does not match the tier of the celebration.
Yep, exactly.
But, yeah, you said very basic. They just took a unit art. Not the first time they've done that. Not that it's really a big deal, but like it's when that you mention the Dragon Ball and it's in the art and you still hide it. It's just kind of annoying, but maybe that's the only way they can make it fit. They're not exactly working with a huge space here. It's like just a little square on the phone screen. So.
Yeah, and we have to respect that they've tried their best with all the app icons. Even if they're small, it is something that you're gonna see on your phone. It has to be appealing to look at in a way as well, right? So to me, I think that it is very important. So I think we should go on to the A ranks, Vilify. So do you want to talk about the first one in our list?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start this off with the 2021 350 million download celebration icon. This one was for Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza. Namek Goku being specifically the icon, the active skill of the Super Saiyan STR Goku when he is angry at Frieza. That's the art that you have when you're in that rage mechanic, and he made his way to the app icon. It looked really good with the 350 million during the celebration and stuff like that. And it's just really cool because this one is unique in a way that it's an art from an active skill. One of the most iconic moments in the series. Probably, I think Super Saiyan Goku on Namek is arguably like the most iconic moment like in the whole series. I don't think that's really a hot take. And it's just then this was really good representation from an app icon for a really good celebration. I think a lot of people enjoyed the 350 million download celebration. 2 really fun LRs. It didn't age the best, but at the time it was really fun, and they were 1 and 2. So really good stuff.
I absolutely agree. I think it was a good icon for sure. And it was kind of, I think they did take it from the in-game assets basically and posted it. They did. A little bit of a cop-out there, but we'll allow it just because of the moment. And I think this rank or group of characters that we're going to talk about, that is pretty much basically all iconic moments and stuff we're going to be talking about. And I think that matters a little bit as well, because you will get hyped. You're seeing that, oh yeah, this is the celebration, we're getting this sort of thing and whatnot, right? So I think that also matters a little bit as well. And the next unit is one of the reasons why we place them higher than their counterparts, and this is the Goku and Vegeta from the 300 million it wasn't even 300 million download celebration. This was the worldwide celebration. Yeah, this was just the worldwide celebration, because for some reason they never hit the 350 at that point. But the worldwide celebration had Goku and Vegeta from the Buu saga. They were in their getting ready to fight pose with the earrings on their ear. It was good. It was good, and I think that's one of the reasons why I placed them a little bit higher than the 7-year Goku and Vegeta, is just because they were in motion, kind of, if you get what I mean, right? They were about to get ready for action. They have the earrings on them. That what moment it's from and everything, right? Whereas the 7-year Goku and Vegeta are just standing there. Goku's holding a Dragon Ball, but
menacingly.
They're standing there menacingly, yes. But Goku and Vegeta, Goku is holding the Dragon Ball, but I mean, you can't even see the Dragon Ball, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I think.
Wait, is Goku holding the Dragon Ball in this one, or are you talking about the 7-year?
7-year. I'm talking about the 7-year one.
Okay. I was gonna say this is the LR art. He's not holding a Dragon Ball.
Yeah. He's not. Yeah. The Goku and Vegeta from the Buu saga aren't holding a Dragon Ball. I mean, that would be kind of weird, to be quite honest. But but yeah, no, I'm talking about the 7-year LR. Yeah, it's missing a couple of things. It's very basic compared to the Buu saga one, and that's why we placed the Buu saga one in A. So yeah, that's why.
Agree.
That's why we got him. Yep.
Yeah, and like you brought up a good point where it's like, say you're a casual player, you don't know what's going on in the game. You look at the app icon and you see like a Goku and Vegeta with Potaro, and you're like, oh, is there a Vegito in the game I can get? And it's just like, you know, when you look at some of the earlier ones, there's just like, oh boy, a blue Goku. There's 1,000 different versions of a blue Goku, or the Super Saiyan Gokus from the early days and stuff like that. You know, it does matter, I think, and it's like. Yeah, when it's just a base Goku and Vegeta standing there holding a Dragon Ball that you can't see, it's just like, what are they doing in there? Like, how are you supposed to know that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Blue Goku and Vegeta if you just look at the icon, right? I think that does matter.
Yeah, I definitely think so, and especially because, and this is kind of, we'll talk about the next two units in just a second because it does connect to Goku and Vegeta in a way. But the one key thing you have to remember is when you are a new player downloading the game for the first time, you're gonna scroll the Play Store, you're gonna see the name, and of course the name Dragon Ball will interest you. But I mean, if it's a character on there that's a little bit like, people are like, kind of it on as well, to be honest. So let's talk about the next few characters on this list as well, because they're kind of linked together and everything. Gogeta Blue and Vegito Blue, and it's one of the reasons why we said, you know, people will want to go for it, and it's because fusions, SJ4s, these are things that will sell tremendously, right? And iconic moments in general. So if you have a Gogeta Blue, and if I'm not mistaken, the Gogeta Blue was when we had the Broly movie, right? I think that was when we got the Gogeta icon, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, honestly, I forget where the placement of this one was, but I'm pretty sure it was like, it might have been after the 5 year or something like that, because like there's an image, there's a reference that we're looking at, and on this reference, I think it's in order, and Gogeta comes after the Goku Blue.
All right,
so
it might
I think
be
it's after the 5 year anniversary.
Okay, so yeah, maybe it is after the 5 year anniversary, but either way, the fact that the Gogeta Blue icon was there is super exciting, and Vegeta Blue as well. I mean, so iconic as well, right? Even though he was in the anime for like 5 minutes, basically, it's still Vegito Blue, right?
Right.
And Fusion Cell. So having an app icon like that, it works really, really well. So I don't think we need to say more than that, unless you want to add something, Vilify.
I like that the Vegito, it's kind of hard to tell that he's doing something. Like, he doesn't have his fist back. Like, you can see it with the Gogeta. But these are just, that's the art from the units, right? Like, or not the, no, it's not. The Vegito one, it looks like Tech Vegito Blue's art, but I don't know. I think the Gogeta one is, like, unique. I can't. It looks like an asset from the Super Attack.
Yep.
When he's in blue, yeah. I could be wrong, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be. You could be. And finally, in the A rank, the last unit, the last app icon. I don't know why I'm saying unit. I'm thinking about the characters themselves at this point. But the last app icon we have in A rank is, of course, the father-son Kamehameha Gohan. This one was very nice as well. I mean, it was obviously part of the 250 million download celebration with Gohan 300. And Cell. 300. Sorry. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait.
250 was the Goku and Frieza.
I know. I hate the fact that Vegito and Buhan weren't a download celebration. It messes with my head every single time. 300 million download celebration. Download. Yeah, they just called it the worldwide celebration, and that's it. So it really messes with my head every single time. But the 300 million download celebration was Gohan and Cell. This was the app icon from then, if I'm not mistaken, right? So. Obviously, very iconic moment. I think this is probably one of the most iconic moments. It is up there. In all honesty, a lot of people, say Namegoku, and I think obviously Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time was immense, right? But I think memorability-wise, and we obviously had this on 599 manga. Actually, we ranked all the most popular Kamehamehas and stuff like that, right? Father-son Kamehameha always takes the cake because of one reason and one reason only. It's so iconic. It's super, super memorable. And having that as an app icon is super, super nice as well. So that's why we put it at A.
Yeah, it is just kind of synonymous, though, that, we have a really good Father-Son Kamehameha animation, but, AGL Gohan, he has a transformation condition, Listen. We don't talk about that.
we don't talk about that around these ends.
Yeah, so let's, I guess that, like Gail said, that rounds out the A tier. So before we get into our S tier and our 2 best, because there are 2 left, let's go ahead and talk about some kind of fun stuff that we had for our honorable mention. And that was before Saiyan Day in about February of 2021. We had some leaked App Store icons, and they contained a base Goku, a Super Saiyan Goku, and a God Goku. So it just led to a ton of speculation about, is God Goku going to be the Saiyan Day unit for 2021? Is it this? Is it that? Is it transforming Goku? Are we finally getting God Goku? No, it was Broly. So these ended up being a whole lot of nothing, but you know, they were app icons that were done and in the App Store at one point or another. So we'll go ahead and talk about them as honorable mentions, but you know, they think Broly's gonna sell better than God Goku, and they might be right. But he wasn't an icon though. Because same day they don't do icons. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was kind of an odd one. I saw a lot of people talking about it, and everybody's like Battle of Gods and stuff. But it's a cool app icon from what we can see. Of course, everybody's reposted it and stuff, so we have it on our hands, in our hands, I should say. I definitely like it. It's not bad at all, but it never happened, so we can't even put it on this list, unfortunately.
I guess we'll never know. Yeah, right.
We'll never know.
So,
we'll never know.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on from our kind of shenanigans with the leaked icons and get into some of the official stuff. And with that, we round out our S tier, and we'll start with Super Spirit Bomb Goku from the Buu Saga, obviously. Now, this one I think is really kind of cool. I did not play during this time, so I don't really have any memories of this icon. But I do know for the it's just like if we want to talk about the basis for this, it's very unique. The Spirit Bomb, you know, there's no fist going back. He's not angry. He's smiling in the icon and stuff like that. It's just different. And with that, I think it's just something worth noting that it's just like, and I don't know, it's just really cool. I like this icon a lot. That's really all I have to say about it.
Yeah, it's one that's super simple. It's from an iconic moment again. You know, I've been saying that phrase for the longest in this video, but it is important because that's what drags you in. That's what will attract you to, you know, probably installing the game or opening the game, right? And one of the reasons why I feel like, I think based on this tier list we've had so far, a lot of the ones that have been in the higher ranks have been the worldwide celebration ones, right? So there's a reason for that. It's because they use those iconic moments more so than the anniversary does, right? And it's another one that it takes the, you know, as an example. If I'm not mistaken, this was around the second year to the 150 million download celebration, if my math is right. I think that's 150
again,
or 200.
yeah, this was way before my time, so
I want to say I hate it because I keep mixing up the numbers and stuff, but I want to say this was around 200 million because this was Gogeta and Omega Shenron. Very iconic, very iconic app icon, and yeah, I think just because of that, very simple, very different from a lot of the other ones where everybody is like kind of, you know, angling their face to the right, kind of, or they're looking toward they're angling their face towards the right. This Goku is actually, you know, to the left, sort of. He's, you know, his head is to the left, basically. Kind of weird way of saying it.
Very minimal stuff that we're talking about here, guys.
Very minimal stuff. But yeah, good icon, deserves to be an S. Let's talk about the final one in our list.
All right. So our final spot. Do you want to go ahead and do it, Gale, or do you want me to do it?
I'm just saying this man has a Dragon Ball in his hand. It's an automatic dub.
Okay, so the visibility of the Dragon Ball, if you guys do not know, that is the 6-year anniversary spot for UI Goku. Now, UI Goku from me is like literally like my favorite form. It might be basic, it might be normie, I don't know, but I really like this design. And him being the app icon is something I'm such a fan of. And, you know, all these anniversary units, especially the free-to-play ones, have a Dragon Ball that Goku's holding. And this was the only one that showed it in the icon, so that has to get some props.
Absolutely. I think the Dragon Ball matters a lot, in all honesty. And I know people will probably meme me about it and everything, but
is he holding the Dragon Ball, though?
Is he? That's the real question. If he ain't holding the Dragon Ball, he's in B. But no, I genuinely think it makes it look cool. It's a little bit different from the rest. And considering, you know, it's Dragon Ball, you know, if it's the anniversary, it would be nice if the characters actually held the Dragon Balls in the app icon. And even the 7th tier one is actually holding the Dragon Ball, but it's actually behind the text, so you can't see it. Same with the 5th tier LR, 5th tier free-to-play unit, you can't see it. It's not visible. So yeah, I just think it would be a lot better if they just, you know, decided to just show the Dragon Ball like the 6th tier app icon did.
I agree.
But in terms of the actual character and everything, UI, the complete version, isn't necessarily my favorite. I would say I prefer even Sign to the complete version, to be quite honest.
Okay.
But I think it's cool. It looks cool, especially the aura around him and everything, and it fits well with the Dragon Ball as well. So overall, really, really good. And especially with the color scheme they went with the white and silver, right? Or the silver and the metal blue kind of color that they went for the text. I think it works really well.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just this. I don't know objectively speaking if this is the best one, but I do think I think it is worthy of like a spot in the best group.
Absolutely agree.
Okay, so before we close this one out, do you have any final thoughts about the app icons? Anything else that we should talk about?
No, nothing from me. I think we did a good job with this one. Of course, if we didn't miss any app icon, because in all honesty, we literally just tried to, hunt down everything we could on Twitter, Reddit, whatever it may be, but couldn't find it.
Yep, yeah, and there was a couple where it was like, is this real? Because it looked real.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, so let us know what you guys think of this list. If you disagree with any, if we did miss any, please let us know in the comment section below. But remember, it's just app icons, guys. No reason to take it so seriously if you do. But if you did if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like on it. If you are new to 5-9 Gaming Mobile, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss out when we post mobile gaming content like this. My name is Vilify. I have Gale Riot with me. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.
Bye.